after Pesach, matzah, even the most expensive shmura matzah, is not worth much at all. It's matzah, like any other matzah. And after Sukkot, an esrog is like any other fruit. After Shavuos, Torah remains priceless. Priceless. Invaluable. You know, it just grows as we grow. And we become a better keli than what we have. It's an interesting idea. I just want to share that idea with you. That's out. Another consideration. You know, I like to take something away from Yontif for myself. You know, I used to always say, like, what are you taking besides calories? What are you taking away from Yontif? And we give thought. And so this year, I saw it in one of the swarm that why is it the non-Jews didn't accept Torah? We go Makosubbo. That was already the end. Makosubbo. And they can't do it. Yidden, of course, Nasa initially. And the yesod is this. When a person is mikabel Torah, he has to, a Yid has to be mikabel the nosein haTorah as well. We're not just mikabel the Torah, we're mikabel the nosein haTorah. And that, they couldn't do. There are many people in Umas Ha'olam who are quite bright. If they master the code, they can learn Gemara too. And they can learn, do whatever's necessary there too. But, to do Kabbalah and nice in the Torah, with these lavas of Torah, that not. Somebody went to a Shiur, a non-Jew went to a Shiur, and he asked a bomb kasha on the Magid Shiur. A Rosh Hashiva. So I didn't put it down. A bomb kasha. And the Shiva listened carefully and said, this man is not Jewish, have him leave. And they figured, what is that, Moifus? He said, no. Anybody who asks a kasha like that on me, has to be full of Islavas. He didn't have that. He asked a question, a very deliberate, clinical type question. I could see he wasn't Jewish. And Kachabi wasn't Jewish. There's a different. So, but it goes in that we're mikabel the nice in that. And you see it brought down in the last parak in Pirkei Avos, actually in the Brises, it says that Kahuna has 30 in Milos. Excuse me, Kahuna has 24. Malchus has 30, Kahuna has 24, and Torah has 48 Devarim. And so the Yeshiva Shalom says, why is it that by Malchus and Kahuna we use the word, they have Milos, but by Torah is Devarim? He said, because when it comes to Kahuna and Malchus, what your father is, that's what you are. I'm a Kohen because my father. It's the Yerusha. Ain't Torah Yerusha. And in order to get Torah, you have to yimamach yourself. You have to make yourself into something different. You have to labor and learn. You have to be on the Torah. You have to be able to learn. You have to get ideas. But there's more. We have to make ourselves. That's why a person's a better Torah. We transform ourselves. And that's it. And therefore, that's how we have a kesher with Hashem. How did the transcendent Hashem ever become a kesher with us? Hashem is so great. We're little pygmies. It's not shy. The Vav HaChibur of Torah, which brings us together, causes a transformation in us. And the Keli that we are becomes a more of a Ruchnius Keli. So that works that way. Fine. Good. So let me go further into the Parsha. The juxtaposition of this week's Parsha with Aaron lighting the menorah to the Matonas Nisim, of the Nisim. So the question that they ask is this: why did Aaron have Chalishas Adas? Aaron has so many mitzvahs. Kahuna has our mitzvahs plus their mitzvahs. Aaron, Kohen Gadol, he goes into the Kodesh Kodshim. He has more than any. Why is he having Chalishas Adas? So my Rosh Hashiva, Zechat Tzaddik Livracha, Rabbi Ruderman, said that, it goes into the fact, Oed Kesem, Lo Yisma Kesem, Oed Mitzvahs, Lo Yisma Kesem. Aaron loved mitzvahs, and when you love mitzvahs, you can never get enough. The Vilna Gaon, Kamir Patira cried, of course, and he said, what? He said, I'm going here, I can buy for some extra, rubles, I can have tzitzis. Where I'm going now, it doesn't happen the same way. So therefore, Olam Hazeh was a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful place to be able to do more and more mitzvahs. And therefore, this idea, if you love it, there's never enough. Diamonds, oxygen, and they can't get night. I'm not going to say, I'm tired of breathing. I'll cut it out for a while. Not too long. But I say, diamonds. And that's the way this was. So a person, has to, you try to feel that. Pesach Sheni is in this week's parsha too. Lomani Gora! They didn't say, oh, gee, too bad, we missed the Korban Pesach. Not our fault. Sure. But we love mitzvahs. You want to get what you can get. That's the way we have to. When we have this koach at home for our wives, our children, the people who are around, we're on fire. We love it. Thank God. Young people can easily be on fire. It's no shame. All right. But along with this idea is Vayas Aaron. So, how do you shvach Aaron? Said Rashi. Shloshina. So, what's he going to change? Aaron's going to change. Nobody changes the mitzvah. What's the job? He kept his enthusiasm. That's the key. He kept his enthusiasm. And that's what we want to be able to do, is to work on enthusiasm. It just doesn't come. It comes with hachomer, with machshava. That's what it is. Baruch Hashem. Ashreinu, Ashreinu, Ashreinu. Now, Reb Chaim Shmulevitz, 50 years ago, after the 6-Day War, this 50th anniversary, Reb Chaim Shmulevitz said that he asked us, people ask, why doesn't God make miracles? Open miracles now, situations would change. People would, of course, be more involved in mitzvahs. How come, that's the question that he addressed after the war. And after the war, sure, a lot of people woke up, but it was not a mass change. Because, of course, people understood the IDF. I'm not taking away from it, don't misunderstand. But the fact is, we have to give most of the credit when credit is due. Wonderful, courageous people, wonderful. But the credit, Kadosh Baruch Hu brought a nest. But fine. So he bemoaned the fact, and he said, but this is what the situation is. This is what happens in life. And he tells you to follow. Take a look at Karma. Take a look at, first of all, in this week's parsha, the tenufa of the Levim. Pasuk says that Aaron made a tenufa of the Hinif Aaron Es Halavim. He made a tenufa. Think of it. 22,000 people in one day. Aaron picks them up and he makes a tenufa. That means between 15 and 16 people a minute. I did the math. You can check me out. 15, think of it. The Kiskuni says, impossible. Impossible. But it's a miracle, so it's not impossible. Kadosh Baruch Hu made a miracle. And yet, as a miracle, he went through the tenufa. Right? He goes and he mocks Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron later on and says, "What? How did Aaron become the Kohen Gadol? Nepotism. He's Moshe's brother, as well as other appointments." And I'm sticking up for you. It's not for me. The fact is that one can be blind. That's what Chaim Shmulevitz said. And he brought it very interesting on the values. He went through the Oz Yoshir. And he said, take a look at Oz Yoshir for a moment, and you see in Oz Yoshir, it tells how Kadosh Baruch Hu smashed the Egyptians. And here in the water, they're being smashed, and they're being drowned, and everything is happening to them. And what is it? It's an interesting thing. Here you have HaKadosh Baruch Hu threw them into the water covers them, they're being smashed into the bottom of the sea, they're being swallowed up into the riverbed. Everything is happening that could believe we see. What a miracle occurs. But then he adds another miracle that I've never learned it that way. But this is what Chaim says. Here's the second part of the miracle of Kriyas Yamsuf. The Philistines, became filled with dread. The people of Elei Moab, dread. The people of Canaan melted. What happens is all of the major nations heard what happened, and they became filled with fear, and it stayed with them for a period of time. That's a miracle, he said. This is part of the miracle. It's not just we're telling us they were upset. No, they didn't say tsunami. They didn't say it's an act of something. It was an earthquake. It was an alignment of the planets. No. They got the message, and they were scared. And when Rachav Azayna at that time met the two Meraglim, she said to them, I know that we know, and I know that Hashem dried up the Yamsuf. It was understood by the people at that time, for whatever period of time. But the fact is, they got the message. That is part of the miracle of Kriyas Yamsuf. So therefore, when we do see, and he saw then that there wasn't a mass change for all the people in the world that they saw, he said, I understand. Because this is the human condition. Just like with midos, we say, I'm adding this, that midos must be caught. Midos cannot be taught. It must be caught. You see something, someone who's something special and it makes an impression on you. They're caught, but they must be sought. They must be sought. If a person is not looking some way to be able to be a better mensch, a hecherer mensch, to have a kesher with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, ain't gonna work. So wait, what? It's a human condition. The Yetzer Hara comes in more flavors than Baskin Robbins and Howard Johnson and all the other things. No shyl about it. And therefore, gets up early in the morning, doesn't want to sleep at all. So that's the story. Have a good Shabbos and share these things. I'll tell you, we have time for one other small thing. The word Tino, someone told me, Tino has two parts to it. Tino has the word Tikkun, same letters, Tikkun. Because when a Tino comes into the world, he's going to make a Tino. He's going to make a Tikkun. It could be a Tikkun in himself. It could be L'sakin Oidim B'malchus Shakai. It could be all these different things. And at the same time, when he leaves the world, the Tino became an adult. Then there's Nichuk. He is severed from Olam Hazeh and goes on to Olam Haba. So in this little word Tino, there's two major concepts. This much. People,